She's looking good too. That's amazing. Yeah. Karen Kramer's fucking tight too, man. People like telling me you should date someone your own age. I go, well, I'll tell you what somebody my age is not looking for. A guy that used to have a lot of money and now has 2 little kids. I got an 8 or 11 and 8-year-old and a single dad. But yeah, the Kramers, there's a couple of daughters there. I mean, I've had a lot of dreams in my life, and this could be here at the Zobo. No, what? Can you imagine a comedy festival that was with just people that are against diversity and inclusion and fucking representation? How unfunny. You want to be unfunny, go to that dark side. I'm telling you, you could have been funny in your life, and then once you go over there, you're not funny anymore. That's the great thing about humor. You cannot be funny and be hateful. You know? You can say it's comedy, but it's not fucking comedy. Anyway, well, Palm Springs area, man, we come down here, my kids and I come down here a lot. They're like, Daddy, are we going to see the propeller farm? And I'm like, yeah, we will see the propeller farm. There's a lot of great stuff here. I've been all over. I've been Betty Ford, that's pretty close. And, yeah, good place. I was there with Lindsay Lohan. I don't want to brag. We're not supposed to be anonymous. I'm sorry. She's a nice girl. She's a very nice girl. Her dad tried to break her out of there. It was weird. But, I also, back in probably 1991, Roseanne and I, my first ex-wife, I had 4. Yeah, I want to tell you this. You could have 3 ex-wives and still kind of go, yeah, those crazy bitches. But if you have 4 ex-wives, you go, holy fuck, it's me. No, it's 100% me. Because I haven't had a date in 7 years. And Pacey, oh, the Kramer family, we'll see what happens. That baby Kramer, too, they got the variety. I love it. But Karen is killing it. Fucking killing it.
Yes, Karen!
I want to be. When my kids are young, they're like, why are you be like Karen Kramer? I'll be fucking killing it, man. I will be a grandfather one day. Anyway, so many years ago, Roseanne and I, my first ex-wife, we spoke at the Barbara Sinatra Center. Down here was this great center for abused kids. And while I made my speech talking about my wonderful childhood, Frank Sinatra was sitting next to me. He had a drink. This is like a 2 in the afternoon speech. And as I started talking about the pedophile in my old neighborhood, I could hear Frank muttering, that son of a bitch. You know, I fucking killed him, man. Anyway, love Frank Sinatra. And afterwards, Roseanne and I got invited to his house here. And this is back in the day. Now, he said, come up to the bar. And there's only men were allowed at the bar back there, you know. And Frank Sinatra, and he says, hey, can I make you a drink? What are you drinking? And I didn't want to say, I just got out of Betty Ford. Because I didn't think he'd understand. I'm an alcoholic. No, he wouldn't understand it. So I go, no thanks. He goes, why? I go, well, the old lady, you know. And he goes, no broad could make me stop drinking. And I said, I guess you've never been with a really big one. So, she liked it. It's very true. But again, I'm grateful to be here, and there's a lot of cool people here. You know, Will Sasso's wife. A lot of cool people. And I am honored. Paul, man, this Paul Cruz, man, he kills it, man. He just kills it. He drives down here and just kills it. It's a lot of fun clip stuff. I'm going to watch that movie, the documentary, and Sybil Shepherd, I mentioned that. It's an honor. I've been doing this a long time, and I have to tell you, I grew up in Ottumwa, Iowa, on a farm. By the way, Deborah, that's very true about shit and fertilizer. I know a lot about it growing up on a farm. Very insightful. I grew up in a farm in a small town, and I worked on the kill floor of a meat packing plant for 3 years after high school to save money to get the hell out of there. So I said, I get to the University of Iowa, man. They got a stage. I'll be famous in 6 weeks. And it turns out that's not true. But when I was young, I had a single dad too. And so I know it can't be done. But the only time we heard our dad really laugh was when there was a Bob Hope special. And Bob Hope was a guy who, lived down here too. He had the spaceship thing. I was there with Dolores. I've been there. But Bob Hope would go around and to Korea or Vietnam or wherever and entertain the troops and do jokes that were You know, a little double entendre that my dad liked. And then you have beautiful women, which my dad liked. And one of the first things I did in Hollywood, I moved there in 1988, January, to write the Roseanne Show. That was a good job, by the way. That's a good job. And write the Roseanne Show. One of the first things I did was a Bob Hope special. And Bob Hope was so cool. He called my dad, and he signed all this stuff for him, you know. And so the magic of what we do is that my dad, in the same living room, on the same TV that he used to watch Bob Hope when I was a little kid, he's now watching Bob Hope and his son. And that's the kind of stuff that happens sometimes. So it's an honor. You got to keep up the fight. Kathy Griffin, everybody, we got to keep speaking up. It's not like, oh, this is too, I don't want to be divisive. No, it's time, because this is very important. It's very important. Comedy, activism, I mean, it's on. It's on. You know what? I'd say, and I'm sure there's a lot of Trump supporters down here, but I got to say this, man. I am not qualified to be president because I was in a porn video with Donald Trump. I swear to God, it's true, like a softcore porn, which disqualifies me. You can look it up, it's a Playboy thing. We aren't naked, I'm just going to say. But there are a lot of naked people in it. So that disqualifies me. So, anyway, it's good to be here. Thank you.